We're here today at the World of Work 2030 conference, and the reason we put it together is that we in universities have to start helping our students in terms of developing their skills, their attributes, their knowledge to be successful in the future. So we bring people from different universities, different business schools, people from big businesses, small and medium-sized companies, to hear what's going on, start a conversation, to understand the changes that are coming up, because it is going to be very different.
It's really important for any educational establishment that they're challenging the way they're doing things. Are they actually preparing people for, the past or the future? And for Henley really to be asking that question, I think is great for students at Henley and everyone who's coming to the conference.
Looking through the list of contributors today, it's an impressive list and it's really eclectic. It's really fascinating to be part of that and to really hear similar messages actually coming through, but with different language and very different lenses.
My topic today that I'm talking about at the WOW conference is about whether managing change and ambiguity is a key competency for the future. I'm going to ask them to build their dream home. It'll take them a while to get going, then once they get going they'll be really into building their new home, and then I'm going to change all the parameters and see how they're prepared to let go of what they've already designed and recreate it into something perhaps better or more interesting as a result of those changes.
The thing I've learnt when I'm preparing my talk is just how radically different 2030 could be. And it's not just about technology, it's about our approach to things like diversity and skills. One of the most surprising findings we're seeing about use of technology is that face-to-face interactions still matter. So from our stats, over 90% of employers use online marketing to recruit graduates, but the use of print media has been going up over time, which is not what you expect. And the reason for that is to generate brand loyalty. So face-to-face interaction, physically interacting and getting out to see candidates will still matter in future.
Business leaders don't fully get the importance of people, and to some extent that's understandable because they use people as cogs in a machine as opposed to harnessing their cognitive capacity that has evolved and adapted over many millennia.
I think some organisations are very het up on the organisational structure and the financials, which are important, but actually what conversations are going on inside your workplace, and is that actually going to allow you to perform and to produce the results you want on your spreadsheet? We've got to keep building that strength of understanding ourselves and who we are so that we can adapt much better.
What people are looking for from learning and from work is changing. They're looking for the work-life balance. They are looking to succeed in the gig economy, to build their personal brand and create a learning journey and a career path which is unique to them and has meaning to them. They're looking for meaningful employment.
The where of work is going to continue to shift, where people like Joe work out of their homes, have hot desk environments around the country, even around the world. Organizations really need to continuously open up their IT environment to think about how they can make corporate data that people need in the field available on their devices of choice, hopefully building trust that we don't all have to be in the same building to succeed.
I think it's really important for people to attend conferences like the World of Work 2030, to reflect on the changes we're seeing, what the future might hold, and how we're going to prepare and deal with that.
Well, I think Henley Business School have been very forward-thinking of inviting people to have conversation around these topics. They're hopefully making connections that they continue on past this event.
People were really enthused to hear that other people are sharing those problems and be in a room of like-minded people and kind of thrive in that environment. So I think hats off to Henley Business School for doing that.
I think the future's bright. I think the future holds a huge amount. Organisations and people will ensure that we become more human, that we have the opportunity to be more human than we are now, in fact, and to recognise and value individual uniqueness.
We're wired for uncertainty. We're wired to be curious. We're wired to be courageous. So you've got to wake up every morning with an eat what you kill mentality. You have to ask yourself, am I still economically relevant today? And if not, acquire the experiences needed to become economically relevant.
Really, nothing is impossible. And I think for our future generations and for those starting out in the workplace, it's actually a very exciting time to be a youngster growing into their career.
The response has been incredible by the people who've come here. I think they found it stimulating, they found it interesting, but they found that there was something that they could contribute about where they think the future is going and what they can do to be part of it.